Good morning. It's 9:04, Friday, May 12th. We had technical difficulties. Welcome to the Good News live at 9 on Facebook and available later on our YouTube channel. Please be sure to comment in the chat. This is a presentation of the Allen Park Presbyterian Church. I'm Suzan Maxey. Good morning, everyone. And my co-host is
Kerri Van, the one who has caused all the problems this morning. We ran.
No, you didn't cause it.
Oh, I didn't cause it on purpose. Let's be clear. I did cause it because we ran out of Zoom meetings and we are hoping our guest is finding our meeting. So good morning. Yes. Wow, I hate these kind of deals. Good morning. I am Kerri Van and it is Friday, May 12th, not Friday the 13th.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
Yes, Friday, May 12th. Not Friday the 13th. Right now I have an
Feels like it,
echo.
doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Do you see our guest in the waiting room, Sue? Because
I do not yet. No.
All right, let's do our our news, and then we'll do what we have to make sure she can get in. And she's probably in the other meeting.
If we didn't have problems every so often on Friday, it wouldn't be the same.
It absolutely would not be the same. You got to learn to let this stuff roll off, I guess. It just It gets frustrating sometimes, but it is beautiful weather. We've had great weather this
Gorgeous.
week. Just loving it. Great day for the farmers market across.
Great day for the farmers market. So hopefully they'll. Okay, I'm gonna mute because
Okay.
our guest is calling me.
Okay, don't forget to mute. Okay, so I will keep talking while Sue is on the phone with our guest. Like I said, it is not her fault. I had to change meetings like just 2 minutes before we started this broadcast. And that's enough to put anybody over the edge, believe me. I hope people are turning in their college scholarships in the office. I know some have been coming in. We have up until June 19th, I believe, at 2 p.m. to turn those in. So please do not hesitate. This week we are celebrating all mothers who have had an influence in our life. And the Deacons are providing muffins for moms. So if you're a mom, a daughter, or a sister, or a friend, an aunt, a grandmother, please be sure to grab a muffin before worship and enjoy that. Are you back yet, Sue? We are also having a Secret Recipes fundraiser. It's probably the last one because our mission trip takes off in June. So this should probably be our last one at Secret Recipes, Tuesday, May 23rd. It's dine-in only. We always make a really nice amount of money every time we have this. We appreciate Secret Recipes very much. And that runs from 8 in the morning to 9 p.m. at night. You can almost go twice in the same day. We just need you to show the digital flyer, a copy of it, or take a printed one in with you. That's all you have to do, and they will honor it. Sue, are you back? Sue, are you mute? Are you talking to me? You have to unmute. I don't know what Sue is doing. So I'll say good morning to everyone who's watching. Hi, Ken Woods. Hi, Don Jones, Barry and Margot, Amy Bowerman, Robin Allen, Barbara Wolf, Norma Bentley, Carrie Ann is watching, Judy Hatch, and Bob Ando.
Okay. Hi.
Hi. I didn't know if you were.
Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay. I can't hear you. All right. Did you tell everybody everything we knew?
Yes, I got all the way down to secret recipes. Do you know if our guest is able to find the new meeting that I sent her?
Well, and she's got help, so between the two of them, hopefully they'll find it in a minute.
Okay, great.
So
I
you
am
talk
down.
about secret recipes though.
I did talk about it briefly, if you want to re-mention it, and then we're talking about camp and Mother's Day.
Okay, because we have a flyer out, handy dandy little flyer. So there's copies at the church. They're on green though, and you can show it on your phone, or you can bring a copy. And
They put them on green. That's kind of funny.
yeah, I know. Oh, that's different. I thought, well, it probably should have been different so people know it was a different one, but you know, I didn't think to do that, so I made mine yellow. Okay, so that's Tuesday the 23rd.
All right. So we are on control. I see Karen's in the waiting room.
Oh, hot dog. All right. So did you
So-
talk about camp already?
I did not talk about camp.
Oh, camping ministry's coming up. Wow. Okay.
I sure sign of summer when we need to start signing up for camp, like real camps, not just work camps.
Yep.
We have quite a good schedule of camps this summer.
Absolutely. And there's a couple of new ones, so you need to check those out.
Yeah.
SHYC reunion camp. So if you're a member of SHYC, and you'd probably be about, I don't know, 30 to 35 to maybe 40. 30 something, you would be 30 something, my guess is. Amanda Ogden is the director. So if you remember going to camp with Amanda, then that's probably your camp that you need to go to.
Yeah. And we have our regular family camp that's open to everyone. And this year, our kids' camps are for the grade you are actually in. So we have an elementary school and a middle school camp. And it's 4th and 5th, and then 6th through 8th. So that's getting to be kind of a pretty normal new schedule for camp. We have a new one.
Yes, we have a new one. It's grandparents camp.
Yep, Deanna McDonnell.
Yep.
Is the director of that one, and it's for grandparents, aunts, uncles, special adults invited to bring your young people up to camp.
And that's in July 23rd to 26th.
Right, and then Shipmates
which
is having their annual fellowship group camp.
So if you're a member of Shipmates, you probably already know all about it.
Yes. So
Okay,
we
so
should.
our guest, we have our guest in the waiting room. Yeah.
Yes. Woohoo! We had a fun game. Hopefully Karen has seen that, but let's get her in here because she's probably sick of waiting. There we go.
She's probably wondering if she's even ever going to come in. It's like,
Yes.
and that game I played with you yesterday and got it totally wrong. It's like, wow.
Yes. I'm hoping she saw that game that I sent out because it's gonna be kind of funny if she doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes, Karen.
Nice to meet you. Yay, Karen.
Hi. Ooh, I couldn't get you on my iPad, so you're on my phone.
Okay.
All right,
well, that works just fine.
I have a reoccurring meeting set up and we must have ran out last week, so we have this last minute panic. I am so sorry. Thank you for finding your way to our meeting and for being our guest today.
Absolutely.
No, well, thank you.
Well, I don't know if you saw the email that I sent out, but I played the game that is similar to Two Truths and a Lie and listed a bunch of stuff about you. So
Yeah,
I wonder.
I read it. I didn't read the instructions about a truth or a lie, so I'm reading all this stuff and I'm going, what? Where'd they get that information from? And then I read the whole thing. Apparently, I have a habit of doing that. I just go right into it and get the wrong impression, and then I got to figure out what's going on.
Right, so I'm in case anybody is watching and they're wondering, I'm hoping I'm correct, but you were never a barrel racer.
No, no.
And I tried to put the trick on there because I had the session of the Deacons.
And that's the one I fell for.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm only on one of those. I was on a deacon and now I'm on session.
But
No.
you serve lunches with ChristNet, and that's the Deacons ministry.
Yes.
That was my trick question.
Yeah,
So
well,
you
with
can
Amy as
participate.
my sister, She forces me to do a lot of stuff.
Family
a-
had that back, don't they?
Yeah.
She is. She's a great one for getting people involved with things too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You are serving on the session. We're so happy you're here today. But I wonder if a lot of people know some of the other things, which all those were true to my knowledge. You did
Yes.
study, right? You did study theater in Colorado.
Yep.
You are
That's where I
a master-
graduated.
Yep, you are a master gardener. You were a nurse for many years. I mean, you're
Yep.
still a nurse.
Right.
I'm pretty impressed. It was like, wow. So, I mean, I guess the thing about, because, a person can't serve actually be on two boards at the same time, but you can participate. That's what threw me.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah, I
are
didn't realize that
currently a
either.
ruling elder. You are on session at the moment, but
Yep.
you've been a deacon and you do stuff with the deacons for the Christ that thing. So that's
Yep.
where it threw me. But some of the other things were like, I mean, I knew you were a nurse.
Yep.
That was your profession or whatever. So I did know, you're retired now, but I did know you did that. So I thought, okay, it's not a stretch that you would have, been the nurse up at Camp Wakanda. And I know you're
Yeah.
in the choir, so all that stuff. So I pretty much do everything. The only two that threw me then, and I know you're a great cook, so the cactus chili, I mean, that's not a stretch. But the theater in Colorado and the barrel racer, I'm like, oh, those are so out there that I'm like, okay. I thought, well, the theater is not that far out there. So you did study theater, eh? That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've done props and costumes for the church plays that we've done.
Okay.
And when we did Godspell, I was on sound. That was so cool. I felt so special.
So again, a family affair. Amy roped you into that too, right?
Probably. I'm blaming her for everything.
Yeah. There you go.
How funny.
Oh goodness.
She's already promoting you in the chat. Karen is a valuable resource. Yes.
Oh, jeez. Great. See,
Absolutely.
volunteering me for stuff.
Get voluntold a lot, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to get phone calls now. People want to know about barrel racing.
Yeah. Where do you keep a horse?
Yeah.
I apologize in advance but I thought to myself, if she is a real barrel racer, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I thought that was so far-fetched, but who knows? You could have been a barrel racer.
Yeah, in my wild teen life.
Yes, you just do not know that.
Amy and I competed against each other.
Yeah.
Barrel racing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll start rumors right now, right?
Yep.
Good morning. I'm trying to catch back on thank you to Mary Lou Provo and Paul and Linda Wolf for planting the geraniums at the church. Just a little shout out. So let's get back to questioning Karen about all her exciting.
She's on the hot seat here, eh?
Uh-oh.
She is.
So what questions do you have for me?
Well,
Okay.
I'd kind of like to know, I mean, I know your sister Amy's involved in the church and whatever, and
Mhm.
the name Ficken, is definitely known around the church. So how did you actually how did you come to APPC? Roundabout way?
No, my mom.
Okay.
My mom was a member, and that's where she met and fell in love with the choir director, John Allen Ficken, and we became one big happy family.
Right.
So it was when I was in, oh gosh, I don't know, long time ago, let's just say, when they got married and we were family.
And how many are there all together?
There were 4 girls, 1 boy. 4 girls? Yeah. No. Yeah, 4 girls, 1 boy from the Ficken side, and me and my sister are on my mom's side.
Okay.
But everybody, a lot of them got married right before they got married, and so it was only Amy and Dave that we were living with. All the older girls were gone and married.
Oh, okay.
That's cool. So you have
But
a
you
long.
and your mom had already come to the church and were members, right?
Yes, yeah. Wilma Ficken
Yeah.
was her name.
Okay.
She was in the choir also, and in bells.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but I did bells for a short time, And for some reason, I got progressively worse.
Oh,
So
supposed to happen.
yeah, no, it's not. But I was like, oh my God, I can't take this stress anymore. So I got out of that, and I think I joined the choir then. Because that's when Linda, I want to say Bowser, that's not her name anymore. Linda Clark, came up to me and said, she must have been on session or something. She said, so what are you doing in your church? You know, like, what are you going to sign up for? And I'm, okay, and I joined the choir.
All right. Well, when somebody asks you, just like when I called you, you said, "Oh, okay." I didn't have to twist your arm much. Thank you.
Yeah, I did. I was twisting my own arm. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? And then the debacle of trying to get on, it's like, okay, should we cancel? I don't know what's going on. And thank God you called. You are my lifeline.
Oh,
And Aaron came over at the same time, and we got it going.
all right.
It was totally my fault, believe me, and I just could not get it fixed quick enough. I've resurrected old meetings before, but I was getting too stressed out and could not do it this morning. So note to self to double check things the night before, correct?
Yep.
So, I mean, I have a lot of fun because I serve tri-cent lunches with you. When we all could be there, we do that twice a month. That's where I tasted your amazing
Cactus chili.
Cactus chili, which the
So where do you find cactus around here to put in chili? That's what I want.
In a store in a can.
Really? It is real cactus you put in it?
Yes.
Wow.
It's very good. It's very good.
Was-
I had it at the Dearborn Market. They served it. One of my fellow workers said, "Here, try this," and it's like, oh my God! And she said, and I thought this cactus, and it looks like a green pepper, but it's a cactus. And so I went online, got the recipe, because I think, you know, the guests that we serve at ChristNet deserve the best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they are our guests, so I'm not going to serve regular chili to my guests. So want to fancy it up.
Yes,
and they're getting some good meals from us. You know, the people that are contributing, it's like, wow, they're great. But, you know, I think we ought to do is ask our guests, what would they like for dinner or lunch? You know, what's your favorite? What would you like us to serve you? And see if we can, because I love my tuna casserole. Amy thinks she's got a good one, but you know.
We'll get some rivalry
Rivalry again.
Yeah, no, that's just a healthy competition, I think.
Yes. I know we have like meatloaf and round steak coming up, so hey, let the competitions begin. So Karen, let's talk about the leap from nursing into master gardener, because I know you do a lot with Henry Ford Village and Anne Arundel Church as well.
Well, I worked with a lady when I was a nurse at Heritage Hospital, who was in the pharmacy, and we'd see each other. You know, she'd be delivering drugs, and she was doing the gardening at the hospital on her own time. It was beautiful, and so we just struck up a friendship, and you're talking about gardens, and she told me she worked at Greenfield Village, and hey, you know, if you want a job. So I called because I was working. Well, I was working full time, and then on my days off, it was a seasonal job, I would work there. So it was like I was constant, like for 3 months, I was constantly working every day with 2 days off every 2 weeks. It was exhausting, but I loved it. And so when I finally retired as a nurse, I went and became a part-time, because they don't have full-time gardeners, a part-time gardener at Greenfield Village, which I love. So much fun. So I went from taking care of people to taking care of flowers. Not too big of a leap, except taking care of flowers, I do some surgery. They won't let me do surgery, you know, at the hospital.
People.
Right, people.
Yeah.
Do the flowers talk back to you though, or moan and groan? Or?
Oh, no. You get vibes from them, you know.
So
you got to talk to them.
Talk to them, right? You do talk to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do at Greenfield Village too. I work at Cotswold, doing that garden. It's a big garden, and it's so much fun. It's my type of gardening, which is not symmetrical. It's, looks like a quilt with colors all over. That's what I like. And that's what's at Cotswold. Sometimes they have matchy and which is fine. But my favorite is just putting them wherever you want them. And if it works out, good. If not, put them somewhere else.
Yes, the garden, Karen maintains the garden that's in the alley behind the main church building. If you've never been through there, it's just gorgeous. I love.
Yeah, I've got to get back there. I know I got a lot of pruning to do, and I got to take Frankie the fig tree, put him outside. I think he's safe to go out now.
Yeah, it's the weather. And then I know that you have 9 wonderful children that call you Nom, because we have
grandchildren. I don't have 9 kids.
Yes, 9 grandchildren. Yes, and 2 daughters. And
Yeah,
you're
2
not
daughters, right?
with them.
No
And you
sons?
I am not. My oldest grandchild, who was probably, I don't know, 1, she started calling me Nom, and Megan wanted to correct her and, call me grandma or whatever. And I go, no, I like Nom. I'm the only Nom in the world.
Yeah,
So your first one gives you your nickname. And I think she got that because she heard my daughters call me Mom. And she said Nom.
That's cute. That's so cute. And I know they do it for sure because we've actually interviewed Aaron's 3 and they did all call you Nom. So that's really cute. And I know you've shared your love of gardening with them because I've seen a cute video before with, I think, Hazel.
Oh yes, she loves gardening. Megan calls me up and, you want to, come over and garden with us, or, Hazel wants to come over and garden. So I had 3 of my youngest grandchildren, one Nora, and then Winnie and Hazel. And I told them to go out front, and I could give each one of them a quart or nickel to pop off the dandelions. So they did that. And they went in the neighbor's, yard too, and started picking their dandelions. And so when they came back, good job, and Nora wanted to negotiate the wage as for $1. And so I had to tell her, we agreed on this, and, lesson learned, negotiate before you say you do it. So she's got to go places. She is something else. She's a firecracker.
She's awesome. They all are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They are wonderful.
Yeah. They're so different. That's so strange to me, how every single one has their own specialty and characteristic, and they're all loving. I know I'm their grandma, but they're Nom. But
I know them too. They are wonderful, wonderful children. I also love them all. So
yeah.
So you just have quite the interesting career and so much that you do, Karen. With what were you hoping to do with the theater before we wrap this up? Were you hoping
I was, well, who knows? But I was going to be a teacher. I was going to get a teaching degree, and then I did student teaching and said, oh, no, not for me.
So that's what you did at Eastern, eh?
Yeah. I love being on stage, but being the teacher part was like, no, I'm not prepared for this. So when I graduated, my mom had started going to school to become an LPN through the state of Michigan. And she had to drop out because they discovered she was diabetic and getting that under control. So she had dropped out. So, okay, I'll see if I can, qualify. And I did. And so instead of being a teacher, I became an LPN and started working at the hospitals, and Heritage Hospital, which is part of, I don't know, they switch names all the time.
Yeah, they've changed.
Right.
I worked there for about 25 years.
Right.
Yeah, and I knew I was doing both jobs at the same time, and I was ready to quit nursing. It's very stressful, and become a gardener. And so Jean had called and talked to her boss, and I went and applied, and the rest is history. And I worked there for 2 years doing both for, the short season. And on my third year is when I retired and said, I can come part-time. So that was almost 13 years ago.
Wow.
I've been
Wow.
working there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I got to meet you, because I would see somebody roll up and take care of that little garden, and then that's how I met you. Is you would be
Yeah.
out there working, you would just come and go quietly, and it
Well,
just
when I was on session, I wanted to make a garden to teach, about giving back and taking care of things, and as we do as deacons. And so that's how it got started. And then, I was on the old building. I gardened there first, and then it was so shady there. It was terrible, and things wouldn't get big, and things, you got to be very picky about where you put
Plants.
plants. Yeah. So I petitioned to go in the alley, and it started small, and then finally I just said, I'm getting rid of all the grass, so no one has to come over and mow this 4x3 patch of grass back there.
right.
So that was a big extension. And so I could get some flowers at work, because we call them mother plants, and that's where we do clippings and make a lot of small plants. And so sometimes they throw these mother plants away, and so I snatch them up and bring them to the church.
Right.
So I get a lot of my plants from them. And then I have a greenhouse in my backyard attached to my shed. It's little. And right now everything's down in the basement under lights, and I gotta take them outside, because it's not a good environment down in the basement. I got the lights and everything, but they grow, but they don't thrive. They need to go outside and thrive for a while. Because I'm doing a lot of stuff on my backyard. I have 2 raised beds, and I'm putting in another 2, or they're there. I got to put the dirt in and everything, and get rid of the rest of the grass. I don't want any grass in my backyard.
None
That's
at all.
None at all. It's
Wow.
all
That's
garden.
cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll show you some pictures sometime.
All right, I would love to see
When
that.
it's
Open house,
it's
well,
done.
come look at it.
Yes.
Oh, when I'm all set and done, because it's been I started working on it, then my back gave out on me, and so that had to heal, and so it's been, and then putting in the raised beds. Dave Ficken, my brother, built those for me, and so I have a vision. It's not there yet, and I unfortunately I don't have a budget when it comes to plants. So if someone says, hey, you want to go to Target? Yeah, we'll go. And then we look at the plants, and, we go, everywhere, especially with some of my friends at work. We all contribute to our addictions of getting more plants.
That's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. That you make it sound so fun and interesting. Norma Bentley said, what a fun and interesting interview this morning. Thank you, Karen.
Oh,
Also,
thank you.
us for doing this every Friday. So I would give just a little bit of time, and when you get a chance, drive behind the church, and you'll see butterflies and all the plants. Karen always has something in there. Tomato
Thank
plant.
you.
You grow
Or
vegetables in there too, don't you?
yeah, there's
Yeah,
all kinds
yeah.
of fun stuff in there.
I put a raised bed back there, and that's where I grow all my vegetables. Although I will put a vegetable anywhere in a garden. It adds color and height and different shapes, and I like that too. I'm not like I said, no matchy, and I look for color and texture and height, and I love roses, and they have to smell good. If they don't smell, I don't want them. What's the point? They're a lot of hard work, and they fight back.
Yes, you were right about that. My parents always had roses, and there are a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Lot of. Oh, this has been really fun to get to know you a little bit better. I was thankful you weren't a barrel racer, because my game would not have. I was just waiting for you to say, "Oh no, I was a barrel racer." Thanks thanks for being a good sport. You didn't even know I was doing the 2 lies in a truth. Or 2 truths and a lie game. You're probably thinking, wow, what a weird stalker. So I
No.
appreciate your good humor, and I apologize for the confusion about the meeting at the beginning, but thank you to
Oh.
Aaron for getting you in. And thank you for being so flexible and getting in
Well,
here.
thank you for asking me to participate.
Yes, you're a valued member of our church, and we thank you for all you do.
Thank you. You
All
too.
right.
Both of you.
Thank you. All right, Sue, do you want to, we're kind of going over, but we started late, so do you want to like bring us to the part where we do our goodbyes?
Yes. And I have a scripture today. I think it's just appropriate, but let's see here. It is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding.
Very nice.
That's the tone for your day.
I like that.
Amy Barman said Karen is the best. Lots of hearts going up in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Keep them hearts going on. Who knows what me and Sue are doing, but we know we'll be back.
We don't know.
We don't know what we'll be doing, but we have like a pack going. We're going to get a lot of people to interview because it makes it so much more interesting. And we'll be back next Friday. And just remember that God loves you, and so do we at Allen Park Presbyterian Church.
Absolutely. God loves you. So do we. Bye,
If you need
everyone.
Yep, if you need anything, let us know. Thank you so much to Karen Seelbach. It's been a pleasure hearing about your joy in gardening and everything else you do. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.